5 years ago, two co-workers worked at the exact same company with the exact same salary. One spent his entire youth staring at 6 computer screens to trade stocks every night. The other did absolutely nothing but eat hot dogs and live a boring life. But today, that person with the boring life is $100,000 richer than the other guy. Do you think this is just another fake internet fairy tale? The truth is, this is the most ruthless rule of the money game that you have never known. I have spent many years personally testing and investigating the 8 most popular wealth-building methods today, and the results I got truly sent shivers down my spine. Up to 5 of those methods are deadly traps perfectly designed to drain your money. Please stick around until the final minutes of this video, because I will reveal to you the 3 silent money-making machines that the ultra-rich are quietly using. But first, we need to talk about the greatest lie called the ceiling. Financial gurus on the internet always sell you the dream of a rare successful person at the top, but they hide the truth about millions of average people drowning in the median. Your time is strictly finite. Every year you waste on the wrong methods is a year of compounding interest permanently destroyed. Let us begin with the first perfect trap: day trading. The promise is truly too enticing. You can supposedly beat Wall Street with just a laptop right from your bedroom. No boss, no traffic, just you and those blinking red and green candlestick charts. But the actual data delivers a crushing blow to the dreamers. A massive study showed that 97% of day traders lose money. Less than 1% of them can even earn a minimum wage to survive. Wall Street does not even need to beat you. They just quietly collect a small fee on every trade, while your own greed and fear do the rest of the work. The second trap is crypto. Do not rush to throw stones at me. Blockchain technology is real, but how it creates wealth is not what you think. Most cryptocurrencies do not generate any core value, dividends, or profits. The only way you make a profit is to pray that a bigger fool comes along and buys it at a higher price. When Bitcoin's price peaks, small retail investors rush in to buy. Right at that moment, the giant sharks quietly take their profits and walk away with full pockets. When the dust settles, 3/4 of retail players sit watching their accounts get slashed to pieces. Your money did not evaporate. It simply moved from your pocket to the pockets of those who are already incredibly wealthy. The third trap wears the glamorous disguise of real estate. It is not about buying a house to live in, but about flipping tricks and recklessly using financial leverage. Those 26-year-old guys on Instagram showing off 12 apartments are actually holding 12 massive debts. If the market freezes or interest rates tick up just a bit, that paper empire will collapse in the blink of an eye. Financial leverage can put you in the clouds for 3 years, but it is also ready to wipe you out in just 6 months. The fourth method is side hustles. You drive for a rideshare app on weekends and think you are making $800 a month. Try subtracting gas, car depreciation, and dozens of other insurance costs. The actual amount you receive is just barely above minimum wage. More importantly, a side hustle does not have the power of compound interest. You trade 1 hour of labor for a fixed amount of money. It is simply a hamster wheel spinning faster. Your energy is drained into trivial tasks instead of being used to upgrade your professional skills. The fifth enemy will upset the most people: dividend investing. Do you think dividends are money falling from the sky? Actually, when a company pays you $1 in dividends, their stock price also drops by a corresponding dollar. You are simply moving money from your left pocket to your right pocket, and then you have to pay taxes on it. Chasing the stocks with the highest dividend yields often leads you to companies standing on the brink of bankruptcy. Day trading, crypto, real estate tricks, side hustles, and dividend chasing. Those are the 5 shortest paths to both financial and mental exhaustion. If you are feeling stuck and thinking that this whole system is a scam, then congratulations, you are ready to embrace this brutal and boring truth. Welcome to the sixth method, the first money-making machine that actually works. That is ultra-low-cost index funds. You do not need to guess which company will win. You simply buy the entire market and benefit from the growth of the whole economy. 9 out of 10 financial experts in suits with massive salaries cannot beat an index fund in the long run. They lose not because they are stupid, but because management fees and trading costs erode all profits. An index fund is different. It just sits there, owns everything, and slowly wins. With an average return of 7% per year after inflation, A modest investment will turn into a fortune over 3 decades. You only contribute a small portion. The majority of the magic comes from the invisible power of compound interest. The only mistake that makes you fail with index funds is your trembling hands when the market drops. The seventh method is so obvious that the whole world seems to be intentionally distracting you from it. That is to increase your core income. When you first start out, your savings rate is far more important than your investment return rate. A 10% return on a meager $200 only brings you a mere $20. Focusing all your mind on negotiating a raise will be thousands of times more effective. A 20-minute meeting can determine tens of thousands of dollars in difference for years to come. Investing in yourself to become excellent in your field is an investment that never loses. Unfortunately, no one can sell you a course on how to do your own job well. And finally, the eighth ultimate weapon: discipline regarding your savings rate. It is the invisible gap between how much you earn and how much you spend. The savings rate is the only factor you can completely control on both ends of the financial equation. It determines how much money you can invest, while also training your ability to live happily with less material wealth. If you save 15% of your income, it will take you about 40 years to achieve financial freedom. Increase that number to 50%, and the time shrinks to just 17 years. And if you push it to an extreme 65%, you will be completely free in just a decade. A high income means nothing if you overspend on frivolous luxury items. That is why people earning hundreds of thousands of dollars still always feel broke and trapped. Index funds, increasing income, and savings rate. No supercars, no red and green screens, no brilliant overnight wealth stories. They form an engine that operates so silently and boringly that you might even forget its existence. Do not believe the bragging stories on social media. The winners are always the loudest, while thousands of losers chew on their pain in silence. Whenever you want to jump into a risky gamble, remember the story of those two coworkers. The trading addict ultimately only owned a bunch of empty theories and endless sleepless nights. The person living a boring life quietly rose to hold a desirable fortune. True wealth does not lie in chasing the crazy fluctuations of the market. It lies in consistency, discipline, and the ability to endure boredom year after year. Wealth is an engine running in the background, freeing you to do the things you truly love. 5 of those 8 methods will rob you of your money and your youth. The remaining 3 methods will silently give you your whole life back. So today, who will you choose to become? Open a passive brokerage account right now, or start thinking about negotiating a salary that matches your capabilities. 5 years from now, you will still be 5 years older, whether you act or not. But the money in your bank account will accurately reflect your decisions today. Do not become easy prey for course-selling experts. Turn off the screen and go outside for a walk. Your money already knows how to do its job. Patience will turn an average person into a financial giant. And I am here to accompany you on that boring but great path. Your financial future officially begins to change from this very second.